So by the way, that's my desert. I'm not joking. I am founder of a major desert business with 20 square kilometers of desert of my own. That's 12 years ago, November, here, I organized a conference, hosted the conference. Then I left PolyU. So I added this slide this morning. So, the younger man, it was me. So this is not working. Service design, education, and profession. Interestingly, we all think we're the newer generation of designers. We're doing service design. We're very new, but one thing we don't forget. Service industries have been there for at least over 1,000 years. Do you think those services are not designed? This is old painting from over 1,000 years ago. Less than 1,000 years ago. It depicted the capital city of Northern Song Dynasty. There were hotels, transportation services, restaurants. Were they not services? Were they not designed? Certainly they were designed. Then how come we say we are the new generation of designers, that we design services? Those people, they don't. When people come together, when people left their homeland, their farms, when they go to cities, they need services. They need many kinds of services from third parties. From older capital of Chinese Song Dynasty to the modern cities, we need lots of services, educational, legal, living, financial, you can name it. Hong Kong is an economy of services. And having said that, now thinking about the industrialization of agriculture and digitization of manufacturing, everything can be services. We have manufacturing services or service manufacturing. Think about Foxconn. They are not manufacturing for themselves. They are manufacturing for Huawei, for Apple at the same time. They're providing manufacturing services. And when we're entering the service society, one thing we have to realize, we are not the first comers. And we are working for those people. And also, I do want to make sure we understand. Don't make us to become the form givers of service industries, like we were form givers for manufacturers. Service design has been, in design discipline, a new topic, emerging discipline for education in our School of Designs. And those are things I did when I was still the program leader for interaction design. We worked with business partners on so-called after-sales services, and the Hong Kong hospitals, hospital authorities, and with Hong Kong government for the unemployed Hong Kong citizens. We have designed many services. Actually, before I left PolyU, I had a proposal to change MDes Interaction program to a 2-year program. That was the only proposed 2-year program. University approved that, but I left and never been implemented. So for some years, I have promoting service design in China, but I have told people in formal interviews, service design, interaction design is just my hobby. I'm doing something else. So for the last quite some years, I have been acting as president of Chinese Service Design Congress to promote service design. Under the Chinese Service Design Congress, we have quite some initiatives. For instance, China Service Design Report, Service Design Accreditation Program, Service Design Excellence Award. I was asked by Professor Kung Pyo Lee to report what I'm doing on service design accreditation. So that's what I'm trying to do today with a little bit of observation. So firstly, on this service design report, what we call in Chinese big services or industries. So service industries, digitized manufacturing, and so forth. We call big services. For instance, in this service design report, we're not only putting the design schools that offer service design programs, but also hotel and tourist management, and also the nursing schools. Those are all schools programs that provide service education. And think about this: the blueprints, who started blueprints? Professor from business school, not from design schools. Are we forgetting about those origins and the roots of service design education? And also, those are a little bit of backgrounds of the service design report and accreditation system. Services and versus service experiences. Interestingly, when you think about what we do, we provide service design to a hotel, to a hospital, journeys, blueprints, all those. We're not actually designing services. We're improving service experiences. What we're getting the services from hospitals, we're looking consultation from doctors. We're not just going there for so-called service experiences. We're not designing services, we're improving service experiences. I'm not saying service experience should not be improved. I'm not saying our work is not valued. Very important to be done for many good reasons. For business reasons, for experiences of patients, doctors, nurses, or partners. But we do have to understand, service industry, what are people paying for? We're paying for doctor's consultation. So 2 months ago, I was invited to Chinese National Office of Standards, 中国标准研究院. So they were saying they initiated a national standard project on excellence services. The project was terminated. They talked to me. They had educational people, business people come together. Those business people they invited were actually from design consultancy. They're trying to use financial service design as cases to establish service excellence standard for China that they didn't go forward. They couldn't. Though the national office called me, Chien, can you help us understand why? I said, very simple. You're not designing financial services. You're only designing service touch points. How can you develop service excellence standard without designing actual services? So we have to understand those. Also, so this is only my observation here in China. Many students, I'm happy they're learning those methods. Again, many of those methods are not originated by School of Designs. many by School of Business Management. Those are good tools for us to understand people, understand customer journeys, but understand one thing. Those are only methods. They are not solutions. Many students come to me, Chien, I have my portfolio, and this is customer journey, this is blueprints, this is business model. Come on. Those are tools for you to understand the situation. No, they are not solutions. That's why very important to pay attention to the craftsmanship of actual things that I can really do improve experiences. And also the co-creation part. This is one of the major misunderstandings of co-creation. Yes, it's nice to bring different parties come together to make decisions at the same time. Services are delivered and produced by the provider and receiver at the same time. And how to make that moment of delivery a better drama. That's why the so-called the theories of drama. So most students and design agencies, when they talk about co-creation, they talk about bring people together. Those are nice, but don't forget the delivery of services is the drama when the provider and the receiver, they play the drama together. And how to make that moment of delivery more engaging, more meaningful, more intelligent. So we talk about profession. Service as a profession. What makes a profession a profession? I'm reading something from somewhere else. It's a combination of features, duties, and rights, all framed within a set of common professional values. And there are many things we can learn from other professions. From industry. For instance, we have CPA, accountants, lawyers, engineers, architects. They do have professions, respected professions. They have their accreditations. Design, we're not yet there yet. This I'm borrowing something, principles from professional conduct from American Association of Certified Professional Accountants. Responsibilities, public interest, integrity, objectivity and independence, due care. Before we develop more in-depth service design profession, we have to understand those. So this is something I have put together for China. The 3 levels of service design accreditation: service design, service management, and service leadership. For different people, leadership for organizational leaders in private and public sectors, and also higher education research institutions. Service management for project managers, design directors, teachers, and research students, and service design. 12 courses, 12 courses for service design, and user value, business value, social value. They're not directed, but help people generally understand those, lean more towards there. That's not just help some of the entry-level people to understand the system. As design thinking is a central part of everything. Design thinking is not dead. I remember 2011, IDEO published an important book, maybe 2009, a book called Designing Interaction. 2 years later, they're saying the interaction design is dead. Oh my God. So then they said, what's next? User experience design. Yes, now. Then they start experience, IDEO, start design thinking. Now there's design thinking instead. Design thinking is not dead, although their business is into trouble. So each course we have a general requirement, content, delivery methods, time. And for each course, we have a team of 5 experts from educational and also professional. So some school, if they are doing software design, companies, if they are doing this, they submit their documents. Tell us, we are teaching software design or we are practicing software design in our company. So give our evidence. Then we have the expert team review the content, delivery methods, and the final results, and they get accredited. So this program launched 2021. Now we have 71 courses total from 27 institutions, organizations, and over 3,000 individuals by now already. And there are also accreditation at program level. What does that mean, program level? For instance, Tongji University, they have a PSSD, Program of Service, Product and Service System Design. So the whole program, master program, they actually, we designed the program to fit our accreditation system. So students from Tongji University who accomplish their all requirement from their master program, they automatically accredited for all courses in first two levels, not leadership. And of course, one thing I need to mention too, so we do have a requirement of professional time. So it's like a CPA test. You have accomplished all the teaching and learning, but also you need professional time. Those courses are there forever, but once you have that professional time, you get a formal certification. Right now, I'm trying to get a good company who can do the whole searching system, put all the names, all the courses online, so all students, every designer, they can download their certificate, and also all companies, institutions, they can check who actually has already been accredited. So that's the accreditation system I developed for China. So coming back to education, a little bit of, this is not I was asked for, but as I said, as Keith said, I have been teaching all over the places. I said, there's China, or one saying, many people are trying to be financial free, what they call financial free. They say they have lots of money, they don't have to worry about money. I know by my personal personality, my goals, I will never be able to reach that financial free state. But what I'm going to do, professional free. So whatever I do, wherever I go, I make my own decision. So modern design education, from Bauhaus to design method movements to 80s, start from 80s, Carnegie Mellon design, business, engineering together, offering the interdisciplinary education. And Aalto is another university. Quite many schools are doing that. And recently we have seen Stanford, UPenn, and many other schools, business schools, design schools, they're all trying to offer integrated product development programs. Those are nice. But interestingly, from Bauhaus to design more method movements to interdisciplinary education, human-centered. Human-centered is never wrong. I think Don Norman was not wrong on human-centered design, but he might, from my personal opinion, he might be wrong on what he was wrong. User-centered design is never wrong. Human-centered design is never wrong. Some people call planetary design, of course, not wrong, but no matter what you do, the user part is always there. It's really the focus shift from that everything that you do, there is an actual situation context of task performance. So what's next? It's a long debate. It can be, again, another conference just about this. But what I'm going to give you just one little something. So there are many ways for us to understand, discuss why we need educational reform. Many good things, many writings. And one thing that I like very much, used oftentimes, 200 Countries, 200 Years by Hans Rosling. Explained in 2010 and 200 years before that. 1810, January, 200 countries were all here. People not living long enough, people are making little money. Now all people are moving up there. Each dot is a nation. The size of the dot is the population. So currently from Bauhaus to nowadays, our education, design education, focuses very much on designing products and services, and better products and services. Those are needed, are never outdated. It's like human-centered design, user-centered design, it's never wrong. But coming to today, this century, we're facing different types of challenges. We're talking about hunger, we're talking about inequity. We are able to produce enough food. The problem is we cannot get the food from that place to that place. It's a problem of organization, not a problem of not able to produce enough food. It's not a problem of not able to produce better foods, better products. It's organizational. So currently, for the last 100 years, our education still focuses very much on products, services. Those are still relevant, very needed, but I think we're facing another types of challenges, cultural, organizational. And early morning, some of the lectures touched on those. And what I'm doing, trying to reproduce, we do the whole undergrad and postgrad program. This is something I designed for GAVA, Guangzhou Academy of Fine Arts. We designed undergrad program for all product and services, all master programs globally, undergrad and masters from UPenn, Carnegie Mellon, Tongji, GAVA, all concentrated in the 4-year undergrad program. And with support of all new technologies, very capable. And I'm not going to get into details why I have all the details and how capable, how it's possible for us to concentrate all product and service problems, ideas, theories, methods into a 4-year undergrad program. For masters, I'm still redesigning something. So this is just something I did very quickly for Tongji English taught program. I was asked, Xin, would you like to do something? Okay, I'll do it. So those 2 programs are recently designed for two different schools are going to be implemented next year. But this is not an ideal master program. But I do want to do a master program for organization and cultural design innovation. So I hope, start from next year, we may organize smaller working conferences, a small working group on 21st century design education. So by having said that, I'm not just saying that from my educational experiences. I do have tried many of the ideas in actual business context. This is the whole Huawei business to be design principles. I developed for Huawei, I supervised them, and they're still using that. This is for some I'm telling to an international audience. Fortunately, I'm able to tell you this much. And more details I'm not allowed. Interestingly, Huawei, they're doing lots of business design, not like consumer electronics or the Huawei cars. But how they sell the whole system, technology system to a company. So their design principles focus very much on usability. They still talk about usability. That's nice. Workload, positive emotions, effectiveness, ensure. Those are nice. But why a business should buy the whole system from you? Interestingly, designers are not talking enough about enhancing capabilities of businesses. and how that business may grow, may change to become another business. Can you inspire imagination? By help Huawei develop the whole system, they checked with every business design they have done. They worked on every major effort, and they're still using that. And besides my educational context, I have been involved in quite a few startups. Those are businesses, not my consultant projects. Most businesses are still alive. I'm either founder or a major or investor. The best hope I have is a surgery robot I'm developing. The company has only been there for 3 years. We have done all the animal and human trials and used all the traditional services, product design, and now I'm coaching the whole CEO, president team to really think about organizational things. So from services to service experiences, from service industry that has been there for over 1,000 years till our days, we do have to understand the businesses. Understand the business world, understand the word that Victor Pepnek said, the real world. We do have to understand those. Thank you.